Inshallah and Ashe. As always, divine will's blessings to you and for you. And it truly is a mystical, magical Monday. That's what I'm feeling in my heart, as always. But this is a time to harvest the healing by nurturing our soul. Welcome to this week's Mystic Messages. I am your host, once again, the Tanya D. And if you are new to my show, my channel, I am a practicing holistic shaman, medium, and otherworldly life coach, playing in the subtle energetic fields and being a reflector by design. I do follow the lunar energies, the moon, the goddess of the night through each and all the seasons. I've coined myself a holistic Sha medium, which is just a subtle choreography of my own personal design, unique and individual, just like yours, as we map out the energetic pathways to activate your personal, unique, energetic algorithm. Each week, I do cover the moon's stages and phases through each season, tracking them, and the elementals, daily divination, and an affirmation to get you on your magical way. And if you are new to my show, of course, my channel, please subscribe, ring the bell. It really helps to alert other lunar beings and that algorithm that really resonate with my frequency, raising the energetic algorithm by design. 2025 has already brought us kind of a little chaos, but I always like to say there's magic on the other side of chaos when the dust settles. That's what I like to remember to say. So when the dust settles, that energy. But today we do have the full moon in Cancer, so I'm feeling the energy already. Be sure to tune into the Musing Moon meditation here on YouTube, the Cancer full moon. We also had a kickoff with the nodes, January 11th, the 111 portal. A lot of fun rituals to habitate and do there. But the North Node moved in to a dream state, the awareness of Pisces, from the energetic action of I am that I am who I am. So what does this bring to the table? I almost said to the altar, which it kind of does bring back things to the altar. So if you can, tune into 2006 to 2007, like what was happening in your world then, in your spiritual world. So our intuition may become more online, an elevated kind of conscious awareness to the depths of our spiritual emotions. I see it as a collective blessing bowl, a water ritual, literally in our intuitive energies, ancestral healing waters, trauma healing. I feel like it's going to be more kind of even spiritual healing as well, maybe a timeline there. So what does the North Node bring to the table? That's really what we're asking us. So here's a freshie, right? The North Node acts as our guide for the collective soul and the evolution, influencing global trends, collective consciousness, individual journeys. So if your North Node is in Pisces, that's the door that is opening for you. It's your nodal return. And if your North Node is in Virgo, then this is an opposing energy. So to really assist us in navigating these energies, they're very potent. I find them all potent. But the energy of Pisces, it's kind of this wise idea to create a mantra, a soul mantra, something that really resonates, not just with your soul, but also your spirit. During the experience of 2020, my mantra was, you're doing great. It moved into you're doing fantastic. So during these 18 months, create a mantra that is really, I don't want to just say spirit aligned, but it's also soul aligned, whatever that is for you, and really hold that signature sound, that note. You can make it really simple, something to assist you with anchoring this energy of just opening up, surrendering, allowing, being in the flow, etc. Neptune, right? It's waters. And Neptune is also finishing up the season in Pisces. So really like paying attention to your spiritual reverie as Neptune is going to be moving into Aries. So it's kind of that flavor is more divinely guided is what I want to say. I always see humans as ants, and I'm not even kidding. One of my memories with Malidoma in Burkina Faso, when I visited his village in 2020, was going to the heart of the mother tree. And there were ants there. And yeah, Tiger's in the show today. But we really are kind of ants. We are tiny beings on this vast, spiritual, wild, sometimes eclectic journey often failing to perceive the true extent of support. It's like that. I always do divinations and I tell people to go to the mountain. So it's this higher elevated perspective. Like we have support and we have like this bigger mountainous view, elevated higher picture that we can tap into that's unfolding in divine timing. It's a spiritual charcuterie. And you're going to actually be hearing me say charcuterie a little bit more in 2025, just cultivating a sense of more openness and trusting, not just allowing, but trusting in the universe, holding faith, the tone of faith. So we too can shift our perspective and really navigate these very transformative, energetic times with ease and universal streams of grace. So if you want to know more about it, be sure to join me for Spill the Tea, which is my monthly live webinar. Spill the Tea is coming up here pretty quick as I navigate here. And Tiger's sitting on my hand, but it's going to be all about, obviously, the year of the snake, the new and the full moons. This month's Spill the Tea, that's going to kick off the year of the snake. So I'm super excited and full of insights for that. And as you don't know, or maybe you do know, I do have an healing academy called the Shamanic Healing Academy or the Shaman Healing Academy. I'm doing a virtual remodel as a once-in-a-timeline opportunity, open for only $3.99 while we restructure the membership. So what's in this online academy? I thought you'd never ask. All of my intuitive offerings, a plethora of meditations, some live coven calls, of course, rituals, and a lot more. So the Shaman Healing Academy is open again for only $3.99 for at least the first quarter of 2025. That's kind of what I'm sensing. And then the price, of course, returns to $19.99 while we give it a freshie. And if you have yet to be a part of this, this truly is your opportunity to establish what I'm calling residence in a village community for, again, $3.99 while I do some overseeing or some overseeing. So if you have yet to be a part of this Healing Academy, this truly is your chance to join me at an amazing offer for first quarter of 2025 for this virtual remodel. Now, Reflector's Guidance, of course, that's why you're tuning in. We, of course, kick off today with the moon in Cancer. There she is, the goddess of the night in her home sign. It's the full moon in Cancer. We're being invited to turn inward and really cultivate some deep self-awareness. It's feelings. It's our feeling state of awareness. Especially, I'm bringing in our intuition. We're going to be drawn to connecting with our emotions, emotional empathy on a very deeper level. So this is a fantastic time to really start nurturing ourselves and create a sanctuary within ourselves. Very yin energy with the sun still in Capricorn and the moon in Cancer. So we may experience heightened awarenesses around our family issues, parent issues, a sensitivity towards self-criticism. You know, let your triggers be your teacher, but try to meet the feelings with more openness and curiosity. I know, often easier than said, right? Easier said than done. But with Mars retrograde in Cancer, this may also amplify our feelings of not just anger, but maybe frustration, irritation. Maybe it's like feeling vulnerable kind of comes to the table. But it's a very valuable time for reevaluating our priorities and authentically identifying what fulfills each and every one of us, getting in tune with our sensations. So our heart beams with fullness and we're truly nurturing our soul. And then the moon moves over to the season of Leo, or the moon in Leo, the season of Capricorn, Tuesday and Wednesday, and the fire is lit. It's the sparks of innovation, creativity. And the Leo moon is bringing us a dose of vibrant warmth and energy, especially after the full moon that we're going to experience today. So it's almost like we've emerged from the ocean, basking in the rays of the sun, and allowing those rays to really dry off and dissipate any and all lingering emotional kind of awarenesses. So this moon streams in fresh creative energy. If you find yourself brimming with creative inspiration, that inner hum, really take advantage by embarking on a new artistic project. I know my mind's already percolating and curating things about rebranding my own personal style. So maybe you do that too, or maybe we just return to some creative hobbies, something we enjoyed, to really connect with our inner child. Leo is known to really have the flair, the dramatic, being overly dramatic. That's kind of what I'm sensing. So be mindful of potential short-temperedness, raging out of control like fire, or bringing in drama just for the sake of it. Really take some deep breaths and pause to consider. Take that inhale before you respond, because our responders can go a very long way, right? And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturn's day, the moon moves into Virgo, which is my home sign, kind of, for the weekend, Virgo rising here. But which, if you know the energy of a Virgo, like you may have a strong desire to be overly productive. How? There's a variety of things. By doing some decluttering, donating any unwanted items, or maybe even getting a head start on those dreaded taxes. I got to go get mine all printed off. There's this double dose of earth energy. So it's all about purging and simplifying, embracing the simple impulse to do it and get it done as we slowly move towards spring. So it's an excellent time to shed what's no longer serving us, create space for renewal. But as with any Virgo moon day or Virgo energy, just remember to balance this overly productive burst of self-care with some actually soothing energies, whether it's a luxurious nap or enjoying some home-cooked meals, taking your time, binge watching your favorite binge movie. Mine would be Ertugrul for the millionth time. So these indulgences are really fantastic for the soul. And I'm just saying, as a Virgo rising, I already know we are always seeing what needs to go and working on the decluttering of all the things. It's a continual algorithm, seriously. So who does join me for my Friday lives? Please comment below. I've had some energetic hiccups, some interference, if you don't know. I've been going live on YouTube and Facebook, just sharing moon insights, along with elemental energies. I do mini cowrie shell divinations. All you have to do is comment your birth info and the year you're born, and then I move the shells on your behalf. You can also catch the replay later, comment there. I do try to grab those messages. They're always at 3 p.m. Mountain Time on Fridays in my timeline. And like I said, I have experienced some hiccups. I'm hoping I do have that all figured out. Just saying. Live streaming issues are kind of a thing, right? So in my personal divinations, if you don't know, being a diviner, a cowrie shell diviner, I prescribe rituals from the otherworldly medicine cabinet. So if you want to activate your intuitive gift or want to be advised on the forces of adversity, or maybe even dive deeper in your own intuitive gifts, I do have a quiz called Change Your Stars that you can take. And on a side note, Spill the Tea is also a part of the Shamanic Healing Academy, the membership. All the tea replays are housed inside this membership. It's like a monthly coven call. It's always the third Friday of each month. Again, if you've subscribed, you're welcome to join. You do get the email in your inbox. It's always at 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time, if you'd like to join me live. Now, the elements this week, I know I'm kind of all over the place, but that's okay. Tiger's on my lap. He wants to be in the show. But the elementals this week, we got a yang water horse of a day. This is the giddy up and get her go, a seahorse, right? It's taking us into the full moon's energies, which I'm loving. So this is the last full moon of the wood dragon year, and Mars is at play. So our emotions are very heightened. Reactions are as well. So take that deep breath and return to your emotional center, the zone of neutrality, especially whenever your emotional buttons are being pushed or triggered. Neptune and Uranus are both supporting the sun and the moon. So these are amazing energies, really assisting us to tune into our intuition. I'm going to go with our sacral center, but also our crown center, our third eye, and just tune into the creative artistry within. So with the full moon and having a water horse pillar, we've got both the yin and the yang in the balancing. So the moon herself, that's the ultimate expression of yin energy, expressing the brightest light or the yang within, the yin and the yang. You can't have one without the other, reminding us that there is always light in the darkness. So yang water, our day master, also the heavenly realm, or the stem, they call stems and branches of our day, is associated with the peak of winter, the darkest, most yin time of the year. And the horse, being fire, represents the peak of summer. It's the brightest, most yang time of the year. So it really is in alignment. So we're constantly riding the waves. The whispering waves is kind of what it feels like these saddling energies between love, fire, and fear, water. So it's this expansion and contraction simultaneously. So the water horse is kind of reminding us to both manage what we fear so that it doesn't dim our light, the love of our life, which should be our own love of our life. So love to me is the key. Fire warms the waters within. So the trigram for these energies is called the gentle. It's hexagram 57 in the I Ching. It's the double wind energy. To me, it reminds me literally of a torsion field. So be gentle with our actions, be flexible with our attitude, and really go with the winds of change, working with the sacred, the divine feminine energies within divine timing, and allow the wind to be what carries you or even guides you, directs you on for your path. So the messages today, I found it, I want to bring in the Yule, Seasons of the Witches, the Yule Oracle as my moon deck. That's really my witchy deck, but I found it was fitting for the end of the season one last time while we're still in the season of winter. I feel like Yule's still in those energies. So yes, I'll be tuning in right out of the book for this one. Switching up the energies here. Oh, good. Tiger's right on the deck. Okay, buddy. You might have to move for the show, which is awesome. Come here, darling. Okay. As we're 18 minutes in, nothing wrong with a cat, right? A cat on the saddle. So for this mystical Monday, I got to put on my readers to read the book. We have telling stories. There we are. Telling stories. I'll take it. 38. What words so tender can be spoken so bravely unless they are true from the truest of words? Sitting in front of the fire, the stalks, and the kids. I love it. I'll take that. So telling stories. 38. I like number 38. It's like committing to a belief that resonates with our heart. It's like it has to be divinely heart aligned from the inside to the outside. That's what I'm going with. So let's see. Oh, I'm at 29. Give me a minute here while I flick through the book. Oh, the end gate. Keywords: truth, speaking up for yourself. Oh, I get that. All right. Stories have been passed down through generations for millennia. Stories keep traditions alive, giving voice to loved ones past and teaching us valuable lessons to carry into adulthood. One of these lessons is the power of speaking your truth, knowing where you come from. There is power in what you say, and when you have pulled telling stories, you're being guided to be mindful of the words you send out into the world. So are you using words to encourage or to hurt? Do you speak of yourself and others with kindness and compassion, or are the stories you tell full of low vibrational emotions like anger, jealousy, and sadness? Your words control more than you think. A compliment can change someone's day. An affirmation can remind you of a commitment you've made to yourself to change an outdated belief. And of course, there are stories you tell about yourself. The words you say internally are even more important than the words you say out loud. So this card guides us to speak to ourselves with only self-love and self-worth. Fitting for the full moon, right? Change our story. Solstice, number 34. I'll take that. That's kind of why I went with this deck. Solstice. All hail the cunning truth in which it burns deep within root. Rise above the ashes and claim the gods are awaiting your glory and your name. I'll take that one as well. I don't play with these messages very much, obviously, but I do love them. I'm not going to lie. So 34. Yeah, right out of the book, Solstice. So this one's all about ignited fire within and finding self and truth. So we all experience times when you feel the need to retreat, hide, and lick your wounds. This is especially true after experiencing a betrayal, displacement, a significant life change, or a brutal loss. Slipping away into the darkness is a critical part of healing. It allows you time away from other people's often critical eye to break down and purge the emotional weight you're carrying. However, one must be careful about spending too much time in this healing space. You can become lost in the comfort of darkness and forget to come back to the light where others have the joy of basking in your glory. Solstice asks us to permit ourselves to let your inner light shine. You've hidden your beauty for far too long. You may be feeling vulnerable and afraid, but know that there are people out there who want what you have to offer. Having a breakdown isn't a fun process, but building yourself back up can be a truly liberating and beautiful experience. It's time to rise from the ashes, sacred one, and allow yourself to fly. Fitting, coming after the full moon. So now we know. And then on Wednesday, Wizardry Wednesday, we have light, number 20. So this is like trusting our emotions. Hope is but a word casts the unseen. Let there be light where light is but a dream. So I think light is going to be shed upon us. Let's see what 20 says as I move through these cards. Getting better. Oh, one more. Light, hope, and return of the light. I think our brilliance is going to shine. If there is one theme you should know about Yule, it's light. The entire celebration of Yule is an honoring of faith in warmer days to come. There is always light after the darkness, and spring will always come after winter. No matter how difficult your situation, know that things will work out. Light is a dynamic card. When you have drawn it, you can expect an increase in your energy. You're feeling more confident these days. You're likely to see an increase in your motivation and overall vitality. This is a happy card and a positive sign of success. Pulling the light is like getting a big yes from the universe. You can expect positive resolution when this message comes. And I find it interesting because we have light and the moon is still in Leo. Additionally, pulling light is a sign of abundance and increase in all areas of your life. You may see an increase in your finances, such as a raise or an unexpected financial windfall. In love, it's a positive sign of new love or marriage. You might receive a promising job offer or clarity in a job change. When it comes to a career, something positive is on its way when light shines on your reading. So I think we get to tell the story. We get to enjoy, be careful with words, obviously, and our light is going to shine brighter. And then on Thursday, as the light shines, we become grateful. An attitude of gratitude, 18, committing to our heart's desires. All that I am and all that I'll be forever is gratitude. I'll eternally be. Eternally be. Gratitude. I'll take that. I think an attitude of gratitude is often the best seed to grow anything. Acknowledgement and appreciation. It can be challenging to find gratitude in times of distress and chaos, but those are the best times to lean into what you have to be thankful for. Gratitude is like an anchor holding you steady when the world around you spins out of control. Most of us are thankful for the big things like a new car, money, or finding someone you love. But what about the small things like the perfect cup of coffee in the morning or hearing your favorite song on the radio? You can be grateful for things that haven't happened to you, such as not getting the flu this year. There are so many ways to bring gratitude into your life, and the more you do, the more you will see your manifestations coming to pass. You have pulled gratitude as a reminder to be thankful for your situation, no matter the circumstances. You may not understand why this is happening to you, or for you is what I like to say, but trust that it leads you towards a divine purpose. The universe needs to feel appreciation just like you and me. The more you can be grateful, even when you'd rather complain, the more the universe will respond and thanks for your acknowledgement. Gratitude may also help you to see your situation from a new point of view. As a side note and a magic tip, keep a gratitude journal and write down at least one thing per day you're grateful for. Then for everything you write down something else that hasn't happened yet and put a star next to it so that you know it's something that you can set an intention for, that you're setting an intention for. Pardon me. For example, today I'm grateful for my loving partner. Today I'm grateful because I'm now a millionaire and a star. So every few months it's saying review your journal to see how many things you have to be grateful for and see how many starred intentions come true. I'm holding this for Yule as I have my wish sitting there. Okay, fantastic Friday. We have Yule log. This is awesome, right? Message number 44. Where do I belong here or do I belong there? Okay, insert me with a bleeding thought, a sacred creation birthed from thy. I am God, I am goddess, I am creation and the creator. And I love that it has, it's got mushrooms. If you don't know, yeah, I've got fairy rings and I love the mushrooms. Okay, the Yule log number 44. Right to the end of the deck. Letting go, creation, God and the goddess. Yule logs are burned for 12 days and represent the rising sun and the birth of the new sun, God. Yule logs are decorated with all kinds of Christmas cheer, and when it's lit, each member of your household gets to take a turn, tossing in anything you'd like to release from the year. Each person gets to set an intention for what they hope to call into their lives. Yule logs represent the beautiful cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. When we clear out the old, we make space for all the beauty left to come. I love this for another reason. The moon is in Virgo. So yeah, cleaning things out. Creation is a harmonic blend of both destruction and building. Some things must be cleared and destroyed so that you have room to welcome in something new. Channeling the energy of the goddess by healing and letting go of anything holding you back, then channel the power of the god by invoking action, courage, determination. Both energies, male and female, are required to be successful in our dreams, goals, and manifestations. So the Yule log is reminding us that what you wish for will take more than one approach. So that is awesome. I'm loving all of these for a variety of reasons, and they are kind of all in line with the moon as well. So I love that. Okay, season of the witches and the affirmation for the week. There we are. This came right from the Musing Moon meditation. If you don't know, I try to keep everything in sync. Nurturing our soul is kind of the energy there. But I honor my emotions, nurture my creativity, and flow with the rhythms of life. I want to say that again. I honor my emotions, nurture my creativity, and flow with the rhythms of life. I can even see the waters, right? And that's a wrap. So welcome to the first full moon of 2025. So with all of this cosmic planetary twists, Mars off on holiday, dancing with Neptune, can you say emotional intensity? I could feel it yesterday. It might even be like a torsion field, but it's both positive and negative, generative and degenerative. This could also be things, of course, like ancestral healing kind of came to mind, long-held trauma from the past, all our relations, family, home, our deepest vulnerabilities, really. So often it's those unsettling energies. Embrace them. Turn them into your glimmers. I'm always saying turn your triggers into your glimmers. It's kind of like a growth serum. Try to see them as opportunities, being in divine alignment as you do release them. All those suppressed feelings and cultivate some greater self-awares, if you will. I like that. And with that, I'll see you Friday. This full moon really is activating our ability to self-nurture, to our soul's kind of prime directive. I almost want to say the derivative. Creating a nourishing environment, a healthy home life, inside and out, and just taking care of our vessel, our house, our body. Just like we do our home environment. It's kind of that kind of energy. It's the yin and the yang. Creating a calm atmosphere, maybe play some high vibrational tunes, some magical energy tunes. Pay extra attention to Mars being off on holiday because Mars is going to bring those emotions actually to the surface more so. It's going to be those uncomfortable ones, maybe around your home environment. Safety, security, emotional foundation, stuff like that. Stability is what I'm sensing. Just allow your feelings to be your guide, your guider, and reevaluate the priorities. Establish healthy emotional boundaries, if you will, and balance the streams between career, professional, and home style living, Cancer and Capricorn. Listen to your body, the vibration of your body. Trust the wisdom that resides within you. You got this. Use discernment as always and your intuition. Trust in that. We often spend little time with our emotions, so really observing them. Emotional empathy is the vibe and the energy. So I'll see you live on Friday, and ashe and blessings. I'll see you on the other side.